Heinz Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Washington football team. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Going to give this time to the tailback. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9. Now they try the right side here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Washington nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
No, check that. It was Mike 52 right here. Hey, man. Watch 18 Cardinal. You got tight right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short, and that leads to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
3-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Ball carrier. Deron Payne on the stop.
Looking to throw. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throw him deep for Galladay. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Fant, 58 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield.
He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Marr now to add the extra point.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some rep.
And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 82 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
52's the mic right here over there, Mike. 52's the mic. Watch the pass.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still nice to know that he's still got it.
52's the mic. He's
And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
26 mic.
2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, 52 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
This Washington 28, Lions 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked off near the 42. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Second and 15. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
25-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. On yonder. Cowboy. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Street. Street. Buffalo 18.
dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check that. We're Mike 52. 70 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running is Swift. And to the 30 down there after getting 8 yards. Now a timeout taken.
36-yard line.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure that...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking up here with Trent Taylor. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Down.
Steps away. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now they try the right side here. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. They're showing up the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The tackle made
at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 40's mine, 40's mine.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Going up top. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, Griffin. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with a football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington able to make this a close game again. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
An extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It's a pickup of 4 and it'll bring up second down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
15.
The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
4th down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run the counter. It's Griffin. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, it's Griffin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead.
For the point after.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 19-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Screen play, Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Running from the gun, Johnson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
By the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be second down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Washington.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL